I was at Genesis, the world's largest Smash Bros. Melee tournament. Because not only is it fun for me, I'm a big Smash Bros. Melee head, but also I get to see a lot of friends I don't get to see a lot. On the way, I was road tripping with my friends Rachel and Blur. We get to Genesis, I see my boys, I have a good time. People are nice. I take some pics with some Aatrox fans. If any of them are here, hi. Everyone was really nice, appreciate that. I go to the tournament. People challenge me to a lot of money matches. I generally don't accept unless I'm live. So the player I'm the biggest fan of, his name is Jmook. Jmook is the only good Sheik. Look at this chat energy. This is Jmook. He's the only Sheik that could win a tournament. I guess Plup, you're right. I'm sorry, Plup. Plup is also fucking amazing at Sheik, but Plup also plays Fox. I go in the tournament, day 1 and 2 goes well. I meet people, whatever, fine. Everyone's pretty good. Best players do well. Jmook does really well, makes it to top 8. Now, last year, Jmook won this tournament. The first solo Sheik to ever win a super major ever. And I was right here in the front row. I lost my mind. I won more from sitting my ass in the front row and gambling than third place in this tournament. I won $3,000 when he won. I won $1,500 from Slime. I won $500 from Blur. And I won another $500, no, like $1,000 from other people in the crowd. And so all of that was sitting in my Venmo. And I basically never use Venmo except for paying out bets and for paying for meals when there's a group. So I still have a good chunk. I probably had like $2,200 left in my Venmo from what happened last year. And I'm ready to gamble, brother. And let me tell you, I don't want to put a downer on the mood here. When we got to top 8 this year, Jmook did not do so well. And I put a lot of money on Jmook. I have a VIP badge, and I thought, because like in previous years, they saved like the first 3 rows if you have a VIP badge. You could show up, you could put the VIP badge, you can get a seat. This year, they said no. First 2 rows are staff only. I'm not staff. Fuck, I can't get a seat. Now also, Ben SW, if you type not like this in chat, he's the ultimate homie. He is always front row at every Smash Major. He always figures it out. He's not staff, but he figures it out. This tournament is the same. He figured it out. He's front row. I don't know how he did it. He's front row. But unlike other times, he can't get me a seat. So I'm kind of fucked. And I'm like, shit, I'm not going to be able to sit anywhere. I'm not going to be able to enjoy it. So what I do is I start walking around and I'm like, I will pay $100 for a seat. I'm waving money. $100 for a seat. And then I start upping the price. So eventually I'm like, I will give $250 for a seat. Because I want a good seat, bro. It's one of my favorite experiences of the year is being in the front rows at Genesis, cheering for my favorite players. I love Smash Bros. To me, it is a sporting event. So I go 250. Some guy in the second front row next to Scar goes, that'll pay for my flight home. He's thinking, and he's like, I'll do it for 300. And I'm like, bro, 300? 300? You're milking me for an extra 50 on this seat that you just randomly got lucked into because you wanted to watch Ultimate more than me? I'm like, 300? I'm like, bro, I can't do 300. He goes, 275. I go, deal. Anyway, in my mind, I'm like, you know what? No big deal. I'll just make it back on the bets. I'll make it back on the bets. I mean, I'm up 3K from last year. What's 275 if I get to make great bets from the front? I pay him instantly and I sit down and I'm right next to Scar and Hugs, which is like 2 amazing people to watch a top 8 with. So I'm feeling good about it. First match comes up and it's like, yeah, it was Zane H-Box and I bet on Zane. So the first thing I do is I bet on Zane because, you know, he's Moist Moguls. He's my boy. I'm not a big fan of Puff. I bet on Zane. I make money. So I made like, you know, maybe 120 bucks. And this is how I bet, by the way. I stand up in my seat. I'm in like the second row. There's a bunch of people behind me. I turn around and I go, who likes H-Box? And I wave some money. This is how I bet. And then someone will go, I got 20 on H-Box. And then I'll be like, all right, deal. And someone will be like, I got 50 on H-Box. And I'll do like this. So that's how I do. Okay, that's my I do my bets. So I'm making bets. I'm making all these bets, and I won in the first match. Then another match happens. I win again. I'm doing pretty well, and I'm feeling. I think I already by second match had won my money back for the seat. So I'm like, I'm fucking cooking. And then the third match, maybe the fourth, but whatever. Early match is Jmook, and it's Jmook versus Amsa, who's the greatest Yoshi to ever live. And Amsa is kind of favored in this matchup because he's beaten Jmook the last 9 times or whatever. I feel like I'm the main character because of last year. I just feel like, oh, these guys think they know the stats, but I know that Jmook's the GOAT. So I go, who likes Amsa? I'll take any amount on Jmook. And this one, unlike the other ones, everybody thinks, oh, this is easy money. Like everyone wants to take a piece of my fucking action because they think they can just fucking crush me. So I start getting a line of people, like everybody starts jumping up. I'm not kidding, like 15 to 20 people. So they start pointing at me and going 20, 50, 35. I'm going, yes, 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 yes. Now here's the thing. First thing I realize when I sit back down is that I've agreed to more bets than I can remember. And I don't know any of them. So if I win these bets, they might not even pay me. That's the first thing I realized, is I just pointed at a bunch of people in a crowd and I have no, like, if they were to just slink down after they lost, they would just not pay me. I have no way of following up. However, I'll tell you this from experience. If they win, they do not forget. Jmook gets rocked. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. He has every reason in the world to have a little bit of an off tournament. I don't hold anything against him. I think he's the fucking goat of Sheik. I think he's gonna have a great year, but he got fucked over by Amsa. He just got beaten. The second that the match is over, I get a line of people by my seat. A line. Literally, people form into a single file line with their Venmos out to get paid. And like, I don't even remember the amounts that I told them. I'm taking it on trust. They're not lying to me. Like if we bet 20 and they write 30 or 50, I'm just paying it. It's fucked. And so everyone is just handing me their Venmo and I'm scanning it and they're like 50 or 40 or 30 or whatever. I'm paying. And I had a big bet with Lud, who showed up like right as it started for like $200 on the game on Jmook Amsa. And I lost that bet, but I messaged Lud, I'm like double or nothing on Jmook Moki because Moki's his player. So I lost all the money to random people and I double or nothing Lud. But I'm like, Jmook's at least gonna fuck up Moki, right? So I'll double or nothing and I'll make it back. It's not a big deal. Jmook is obviously gonna fuck up Moki. He's the Fox Slayer. So again, I do some more bets. What I wanted to tell you is that like every bet that wasn't about Jmook, I didn't get very much action, but I won them all. Like I wasn't losing bets outside of this, but it didn't amount to very much. I would win like $40, $50. And then when Jmook would come up, I would get all of these takers and it blew out my whole fucking... So Jmook Moki happens and it's unfortunate. It's a great set, game 5 set, but Jmook loses. So I lose $400 to Lud. And again, another line of people. And these bets were even bigger. So all in all, I'm just gonna let you guys know, I lost $1,200 betting on Jmook. That being said, my Venmo still up. I'm still up. Thank God for slime is all I'm saying. Thank God for slime giving me 3-to-1 odds last year, but my Venmo is no longer flush. Next time someone asks me to pay for the whole check, I'm gonna have to check. You know, we're gonna start making a smaller tip. Yeah, boy math. Yeah, this is 100% boy math. And then every match after that, the person I want to pick is the favorite. There's like nobody's gonna give me any good action, so I didn't make much money after that. So yeah, I netted out around down $1,200. Which is a pretty big discrepancy from last year. Anyway, the tournament goes on. Amsa, who you probably don't know, but he's a Japanese player. He's a very lovable guy. He's the only player to play Yoshi at a top level ever, basically in the whole history of the game. He makes Yoshi look broken. He almost wins the tournament, gets to finals, beats a bunch of people that are amazing, barely loses to Cody, the world's best Fox. Unfortunate, but it's a great tournament. Overall, a really good top 8. A lot of great things. Unfortunate for me about Jmook, but still a very fun time. One of the best non-Mango top 8s in the history of Melee. I'm down $1,200, but I felt like it was free money with boy math, so I'm not salty. I'm having a good time.